to put in a good solid. Make sure this is in the podcast. A good solid PSA for that beach wagon because I'm really trying to sell my wife on getting.
Oh my God, you got to have the beach wagon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell me why. Wait. So we have it. Welcome to an all-new episode of LOLJK, Saving the World in Podcast. I said, oh, wait, what?
What?
Saving the World one topic at a time.
Yeah.
I'm one of your
Also,
hosts,
we're a
Joey
podcast.
Reinish, and I'm Joey Reinish.
And I'm Kyle McVeigh, and I'm a podcast.
I'm a podcast.
I'm Kim. I'm a person.
I'm Brian, and I am a person on a podcast.
There you go.
Ooh, we did it. We put it all together.
Who wants to know more about this beach wagon? Tell me about this beach
Tell
wagon.
us about this
Kim.
beach wagon.
We don't officially have beach wagon. We don't have a regular stroller anymore. We have a wagon stroller situation. Not like one of the super fancy ones. But we did pay for the upgraded
Can you pick up
wheels.
chicks in it?
I mean,
For the beach wheels?
You can put up
They're
a-
beach
you can put
wheels?
a
they're
lot of
not
things into it.
strictly beach wheels. Beach wheels would
Off-roaders?
be wider and better for the beach than what we
yeah.
have. But we did get the upgraded wheels. We used to have a shittier wagon, and there was like no point. You got to the sand and you were just carrying a tote.
Yeah.
There was
that
no
sucks.
pulling the wagon. And I actually saw a dad on the beach a couple days ago with that exact wagon we used to have doing that. Just
I'm
carrying
surprised-
it across the sand.
I'm convinced we split off a different timeline when I first pulled that thing through the sand because I had a stroke.
Oh, you think
On
that
how easy it was.
You
how
think
much
you're
better.
dead, or
We
you
the
think
old
this is
wagon.
a different...
But the old one,
Yeah.
we forked.
In one
when
timeline, you fell dead onto the beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's literally just pulling things through the sand
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
It
sucks.
It's bad. And then like plus it couldn't hold enough, so you still also, which you still do with like the chairs, but you still had gear all on you.
Yeah.
But so now we have the stroller wagon
And I'm not a strong man.
with the upgraded wheels.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
we'll
no
get
one...
you that Darth-
You didn't have to volunteer that.
Joey,
I'm soft
We'll get
boy.
you the Darth Vader suit, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
you
some
will be
strength.
But
stronger.
this is still much
I want
nicer.
it to have a Dixie horn though.
Of course.
Yeah, well, yeah.
when you open the crotch hole.
Oh, you the buttons mostly do nothing except
Yeah.
sound effects. So
Oh,
you
okay.
can you
It's
can
just a
program
soundboard.
that
It's
with
just a
whatever you want.
soundboard.
Yeah.
It could be this.
I
This
have
could
it
be the
on and
sound
I'm
thing.
like,
Yeah.
I'm Brian.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It's just the Brian
I'm Brian.
soundboard.
I'm Brian.
Perfect, yeah.
No, we can't change it. Once it's on you, it's like in you. You
Yeah,
can't change it.
It's
part
it
of
can just
you.
Go away.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I
I'll
do
be
think
with you forever.
if we went to the
Brian.
beach more often, I would get actual beach wagon for sure.
Yeah.
But
It's so fucking hot, y'all. It's so fucking
That's why we're going to the beach because it's so fucking hot.
yeah,
But even at
it's
the
so much
beaches-
hotter here than it is at the beach right now.
The water there is still the coldest it's ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Yeah.
change.
Global warming is bullshit.
It's a lie. I know because my balls shrink every time I get in this ocean.
So cold.
Yeah. Well, that's the one good thing about it is those
Your balls
things,
shrink?
Those those waves every once in a while lap you right in the dick.
Yeah.
And good thing it's so cold because they're not there.
yeah.
It's like nothing. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that hit my leg, I
I
guess.
guess.
That hit the smooth surface where my penis was before it retreated into my body.
Before it canned.
Yeah.
Before it canned.
Yeah.
So for those at home, Kim and I have literally just returned hours ago
Yep.
from a week in San Diego.
Yes.
And we decided to still record tonight.
So apologies.
So apology. Kim and I have driven and have also been with the boys for a week straight and Kim's family. And I'm going to lead off by telling Kyle
yes.
what I teased during Just JK, that I
Yes.
had done something I haven't done in 15 years.
Yes.
Yes.
Which it's not...
The entire time
Disclaimer.
we've lived in LA,
I have not done this
you've
since,
not done this thing.
because I still can tell the story of the last time I did this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
PSA,
Which is cross
This
the
is-
streams.
which is cross the streams. But this is a PSA to not say, like, I'm super cool for doing this. It just
Yes.
happened. I don't think you should do it because I don't think it's the best way for either scenario.
Okay. Yeah.
Is I took 2 weed gummies and drank 2 margaritas in very quick succession
Yeah.
and was in a place. I was
But like actually, thankfully, a good one.
a good one. Yeah.
Very good.
I
Oh,
was
great.
Kim and her sister had learned how to do the stand-up
Paddleboard.
paddle boards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
cool.
the boys were even going out with
we
her.
were
and
taking
they
them
were
with
like
us.
sitting
Oh, that's
on it.
fun.
Yeah. And I was like,
We were
oh,
having
that
a
looks
blast.
so fun. And I was on the beach still with Kim's brother and sister, and we were all, let's say, even playing field.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah, I was out working hard, carting both boys around on my paddleboard, and the three of them were sitting under the umbrella.
I will play it
Living
for
it
you
up.
after because it has audio from other people that I don't have permission from. So what happened was somebody's little, it looked like a tiny version of a pontoon, like a flat boat.
It was like a dinghy.
Yeah,
Okay.
to
So
get to
we
your
were-
real boat.
Sorry,
Okay, yes,
let's back up
okay.
one more step. So the place that we like to go in San Diego, for those of you who don't know, it's like a peninsula. And so
One
on
side is
one side
ocean-ass
is the
ocean.
ocean with the waves and the whole deal. And on the other side is a bay. And so it's still connected to the ocean, and then the tides still go in and out, but there's no waves. It's very calm. A lot of people just park their boats, anchor them in the middle of the bay. But then they will take like a small dinghy or a stand-up paddleboard or something, a little rowboat, from their boat, which is anchored in the bay, to the shore.
Sure.
To like go to dinner, grab some stuff, whatever. Instead of having to go to like a legit marina and park their
Yeah.
deep water
Yeah.
boat, right?
So,
So this is where we were. We were in the bay. The boys like to go there because the water is calm and it's basically like swimming in a lake or a pool, and they can like do more. Obviously, that's where I was paddleboarding. Couldn't go out in the ocean with the waves right there
tough.
and do that.
Yeah.
So we're in the bay
Nerd.
on the paddleboard, and that's why there's like these boats around.
Yes.
so somebody's dinghy
Yeah.
started floating away, and it was past the point
They
they
had
could
done
walk
a
in.
shit job of anchoring it to the
To the
shore.
boat.
Yeah.
Oh, to the shore.
To the shore.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh.
The guy, or Kim and the boys, were between the guy on the shore and the boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they hailed Kim.
We had seen the boat, the boys and I, and
sea
the
captain.
boys said something about the boat, and I was like, "Yeah, somebody anchored their boat there." And then I started being like, "I don't think that's very anchored." And
Yeah.
then like next time I see it, I'm like, "Oh, yep, no,
Oh, that's gone.
That's gone.
Oh, yep.
that boat's
So-
not where it's supposed to be."
So me and her brother and sister are out on the beach, and we are watching Kim, who just learned how to paddleboard
The day before,
the day before,
Yes.
with two 5-year-olds on the paddleboard,
Yeah.
rescue someone else's boat.
Amazing.
And I recorded the entire thing on video.
let's just say,
So you
The
guys, so
boys-
you're 2 gummies, 2 margaritas deep,
Yes.
on the beach,
Watching.
surrounded by other people likely in a similar boat, and then you are watching.
no, Kyle, they're
Kim.
on the shore. Where did we
Oh,
left
sorry.
the boat?
Yes.
Let me see if I got
Needless to say, the boys were not the most helpful
Oh
in
my
this
god!
situation.
To be fair to us,
Yeah.
it's fucking hilarious. Because
Yeah.
at one point, the boat they're rescuing rotates around, and Owen is just life hanging on the side. Of the boat. Both arms straight up in the air, and his lower half in the water, not helping at all.
Also, our children have life jackets on.
Yes,
like,
they
just
do.
Make sure that's clear. Everybody
Yes.
was safe and it was fine. Also, this is a great example where we've talked about on the show
Yeah.
of I imagine myself like badass out on this paddleboard
Sure.
with my 2 kids. We
Yeah.
are cruising along,
Yeah.
and then I see this video and I'm just like, oh god damn it. That's what I look like.
So you just want to hear how we sounded? That's what you want to do?
Because that's all you can hear from the video. Like, you can't hear
You
the
guys.
interaction of me and the kids and the guy on the shore
Yeah.
talking to me. You can't hear any of
like
that.
they're pretty
over
far
them.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
My
video
question
here.
is, did you succeed?
Oh, yeah. We
Oh,
saved the
okay.
boat.
Crushed it.
Oh,
We
okay.
brought the
I'm
boat
just
in the
making
shore.
sure, because it would have been way funnier if you did
If we
it.
just gave up.
Yeah.
You get
Sorry.
there.
Yeah, I
You
don't
get there,
know.
the boat just sinks.
It's
It's
your
like,
fucking
oh,
fault. What
shit.
did he at least like slip you some cash or like
Oh,
a
no, I mean, like,
fucking
they were super appreciative. They were totally cool with
Carl's
everything.
Jr.
but no,
gift
it's not
card or
slip
Give you a
something,
couple.
nice.
Give you a couple extra margs.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
at the very least, they
No.
could have taken the dinghy back from their boat and been like, here's a marg.
I'll have to show you the video. It's funnier than us just laughing at nothing because the amount
Except
of not
I
help
was working
Kim had
fucking
in the
hard,
thing is
and they're
so
just laughing.
I'm like, oh, she is gonna be so tired. Like Ollie's doing shit, and Owen's just hanging off the boat they're rescuing, and Kim's like trying to do all this at once.
This is good.
It's so
Yeah,
funny.
literally at one point I'm like, Ollie, grab that rope. And then I stopped looking and I'm going. And then I'm like, this feels kind of easy. And I turn around. I'm like, Ollie, I turn on. He's
The
like,
boat's floating away
and
with
he's
Owen
like,
on it.
I don't have it anymore. And I was like, Ollie, what happened?
Owen's still hanging off the side.
Ugh.
Did you just hang off it just for
Like just hanging off
Yep.
it.
Just hanging
The
off.
whole time,
Amazing.
he just hung
What
off
was
the
his
side
plan?
of the
Did he
boat.
say what he was doing? Was he trying?
No, at one point I told him to get, because he had been hanging to the back of the paddleboard.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't have the boat be up along the back of the paddleboard, like, and Owen right there. So
Yeah,
Owen
yeah.
needed to move. So I was going to put Owen in the paddleboard. The problem was the paddleboard was an exceptionally heavy paddleboard. So there was no way that I could have gotten me and the kids in the boat
Yeah.
and then lifted the paddleboard into the
Oh,
boat
sure.
with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It was way too heavy for me to do that. It was like, it was not one of those like easy to transport, like
Not an
ones.
inflatable one or
No,
anything
it was
like that.
very heavy.
Yeah.
And so I knew that wasn't going to happen. But I was like, well, maybe I can get Owen in the boat and then like,
You got him attached to it.
but because
Yeah,
I
he was
needed him
attached.
off of the paddleboard from where he was on the paddleboard because he had been hanging off of it.
God,
and
it's so funny.
But Ollie was just sitting on the back of it. So I was like, that's perfect. He'll just hold the rope and we'll tow it in. But Owen just ended up making it harder because he was on the side, causing like any
To drift.
streamlinedness that there would have been from the boat
To
naturally
drag.
to be
Yeah.
not existent.
I'm
Yeah.
just glad, like, even though I had crossed the streams, I still had enough about me to be like, I gotta record this.
It was a
That's
good,
good.
it was good, good on your toes moment there.
Yeah.
Good job.
And then
And
she
then
came
I
up to
really
shore.
tried to get Joey to
She's
go
like,
out on the
"Oh,
paddleboard.
you gotta try it." I'm just like, not right now.
Absolutely not.
Try again.
No, thank you.
Another day or
No.
two.
I was like, this is the perfect time. You should
I was
totally
just,
do
I was
it.
on.
Yeah,
I was
what
totally,
if you were amazing at it?
I was totally fine. I was on the beach talking about the Matrix.
Fuck, dude. That is good.
That's the perfect
That's the
movie
perfect-
at
and
that exact
Yeah,
moment.
that's
And
when
then
you were
best
in the
time to
Slack
talk
being
about
like, I gotta watch these again.
And then we finally pack up and start walking back, and we're like halfway back to the house, and Joey goes, "When did William leave?" And my sister just stops dead laughing, and I was like, "He left like 10 minutes before us." And I thought she was gonna turn around and laugh and be like, "Yeah, didn't you see it?" And instead she turns around and she's like, "I was just thinking the same thing."
And then I got back to the house and I saw him. He's just like, "You told me to take another chair." I'm like, "Oh, I did." Right?
Right. Cool. Well,
I
But it was a great trip.
It turns out if you don't drink for like a decade, drinks go very far.
yeah.
Shall we say? And I also don't. It was gummies. I don't eat edibles hardly ever.
Yeah.
So the plan was.
But you had those little baby ones, right?
They were pretty small. But the plan was
But those are good.
I drink a marg on the way to the beach, and by
Yeah.
the time I sit down and get situated, then that kicks in.
Yeah.
But then William went back to the house, and I'm like, "Bring those other gummies with you." And then he brought it back, and then while he was gone, I drank another marg.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I did not know someone had already taken the last diet soda from the cooler. And so I misquoted the available inventory of soda in the cooler.
Yeah.
So William returned from the house with said gummies and a cup half full of just bourbon.
And then he's
And
like,
then
"There's no
got
Diet
to
Coke
the
here," and he's just
cooler,
sipping
and
bourbon.
there was-
on the beach, that's
Yeah.
fine. Nothing like a cool
You know what?
room
Skip the
temperature
middle of that.
bourbon
Yeah, right.
on the beach.
A beach burb. A beach
You
burb.
love a beach
Gotta
bourbon.
love
It's
a
so
beach burb.
good.
So
Through the straw of a novelty
The drink,
cup.
the drink of the summer, a beach bourbon.
a raw, warm beach bourbon.
Through an insulated tumbler with a straw that says extra.
No. Oh God.
Kim
Yeah.
bought us all shitty cups. Mine said vibes.
Uh-huh.
Williams was extra. Caroline's was mood, and yours was slay.
Slay. Yeah. Yeah.
So we got a lot of mileage out of those cups.
Sure did.
sounds like it.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
It
It
was
sounds like a good trip.
It was a great trip, and our kids actually love going to the beach and are really good about it. And I told Joey, you like all these parents complain about how like, or not complain about whatever, commiserate about the complaints their kids have about the beach. Like they're
Yeah.
so excited to go to the beach, and they get to the beach, and all I do is complain about how much sand there is, or something stupid like that.
Oh yeah, a
and,
real
like,
Anakin thing to do.
Our kids.
Anakin.
Our
thing
kids
Tay loves
have
the
the
most is the sand. It's
same
everywhere.
whininess
Loves
on vacation as they do here, but they super love the ocean and the beach. And the
Yeah.
entire time we're out there or in the water or doing anything, it's just nonstop cute little giggles. And so it's nice that they have such a nice time, actually.
And Owen's done this a couple of times. This is the last thing for this segment. But
Yes.
I take the boys out to like maybe waste for me. and hold their hands so they can like attack waves.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
of course.
They hit
love
pretty
it.
hard at that
Yeah.
distance. And 2 times now, Owen at the top of his lungs, unironic,
Yeah.
for no one but himself,
Just in the middle of it.
just screaming, "This is so much fun!"
yeah.
I'm like, I've never felt that.
Wow.
But it's in between just.
The constant like,
yeah. And then he stops to just scream that this is so much fun. So
That's great.
It's real
Yeah,
nice
I wish
that
I
they
felt that
actually
way.
love it so
the
much.
best part though is like when we get deep enough, I'm holding his hands and he's in front of me like this. So when a wave gets us, he has no protection.
Yeah.
It's
He's
just
getting
like-
hit. He's getting
Yeah.
hit hard.
Yeah, right in the face.
Great.
Because there was one that was like, it even went over my head. I'm like, he definitely got it. He's like, I'm ready to go in now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, probably
Yeah. Let's call it.
drinking it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No. All that whale piss.
yeah. Kyle, you said you have topics.
I have multiple topics.
Yeah, what you got?
I have a couple. The first one is I don't have to do both right now, but we'll see how we are for time. In keeping with kind of related to a topic that we talked about last time, which was the polishing guy who had polished his Tesla.
Oh,
Cybertruck.
yeah.
Oh.
Sorry,
Yeah.
the polishing
Polish.
guy.
Oh,
The
yeah.
polishing guy.
I'm like,
Joey was
this
Had
pissed.
polished his Cybertruck
made it
to a
to
mirror
mirror
finish,
finish,
which
yes.
is
Camo finish.
fucking insane. Yeah, it's basically
He
camouflage.
basically did an invisibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made
Put
it
an
Wonder Woman's
invisibility
jet.
spell on
Yeah.
He
his
made it the
Cybertruck.
Predator, basically.
Yeah. He basically made Predator car.
Yeah.
If you want to see it, it's in our video for the previous episode.
But along those same lines of someone doing a weird thing to a Tesla, there was something. This was actually in the Discord. I think the Eggman dropped this one off, but it is out of Korea, and apparently a man went and made out with just a regular Tesla car. Like he's on video
Like kissing, like
kissing like 3 hours.
What?
Kissing, and they keep saying fingering it, but I don't know what that could possibly mean.
in the
Actually,
grill?
in the topic folder for me, there is a picture of this guy, a security cam photo of this man that I put in there.
Oh,
But-
in the boards?
In the topic,
Oh, oh.
in the separate topic thing,
Got it.
which
I
I have
haven't-
not used before.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I haven't
forgot we
set
had
those
that.
up.
Well, then never mind. Don't look at it.
I'll put it. I'll cut it in.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's basically it was in a Hyundai department store
Okay.
in South Korea, and it was just it was this guy who I think owns the dealership, and it was his wife's car because it was a Tesla that had been heat wrapped in like baby girl pink.
Yeah.
And clearly this perv had like staked it out and then just like went in there and just like there's video of him just like being like really like
God.
on the side of the door, just like on the door, just like
Sounds like a future Blippi.
yeah, no, it's I don't know. So one time, I there's a couple things I want to talk about. Anyway, but they obviously he ran off when she went to go get in the car. So they only know he was there for 3 hours because they have video of him there for 3 hours
That's
making
so
out.
long.
Why
and
didn't no
finger
one stop
blasting
him?
the car. I don't think anyone was actively watching it.
What is
at
he
the
finger
time.
blasting? Because there's no
I don't.
There's no like
no
The grill.
muffler.
What do you-
There's no grill.
The front.
It's an electric car. So what would it
it's
be
just sealed up.
fingering?
I thought they still have like
no,
a fake one.
No.
The
They don't even
Cybertrucks
have like
don't
a
even
door
have that.
handle thing. Like they
No.
got nothing.
Yeah, he's just like kissing, touching, and they
Is
said
he-
and
did he find like
fingering.
a wheel, like in the wheel well, like a
God.
gap in there or something?
Maybe like some sort of.
But
I'm
there's
not
no
sure.
like tailpipe. There's
Yeah,
no.
there's none of the
grill, there's
obvious
nothing.
ways that you would sexualize a car are present on a Tesla,
I'm gonna look at the front of one.
unless Oh, I guess. Well, but how do you open the?
It's a car.
How do you open the charge port? Because you could probably finger the
Ooh.
charge
Probably
port.
the
That's
same
like where
way.
the
You probably
gas is,
also
though.
need to have like the.
Yeah,
No,
you probably
it's
have
not
to
where
be
the gas is.
inside.
Yeah,
It's
see,
usually
there's
to
a-
the front,
There's
right?
a grill thing.
No,
on it.
the charge port's on the side.
There's
Okay,
a grill thing?
there's those little slits in that bottom
The
where a grill
Cybertruck?
would be.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about the
No,
Cybertruck?
No,
it's
no, no.
not a
This is the
Tesla.
car. This
It's
is
a
a regular
Tesla.
Tesla.
Oh, it's a
but
regular.
Still,
Okay.
yeah, it just was fancy and
Yeah,
pink.
there
can
is a
finger that.
grill. But like you
I
gotta
can finger
get
that.
down there to finger that.
Let's play the home game. Could you
I mean,
finger
you got
that?
3 hours. You can figure out a place to
I can finger it.
You got 3 hours. I think anybody could figure out where to finger anything.
If you
in
need
3
to know
hours.
how to finger something, I'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
I'll
Yeah.
figure it
Could
out.
finger the charge port.
Hey, you guys hear
Yeah,
that thing
that's what
said?
I.
Yeah.
That was my initial thing.
Finger it
Figure
out.
it out.
Finger
Yeah.
it out.
You guys hear
I
it?
see I
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
it.
No, I know
nice.
what you mean.
All right. Yeah.
Gross.
Let's finger it out.
But yeah, you could finger the charge port. I feel like, but
Now,
it's
well, I
like,
want to know: are those like the handles too, where you have to have like the app to activate that too? So you can't probably just like.
well, that's my thing. I bet you can't just pop it open.
open.
Yeah,
either.
probably not.
So maybe he can't. I don't know. It just seems very difficult. I
So
don't.
it was his wife's car?
No. It was it. It
A
was
rando car.
It was
It
a
the
random.
wife
It was
of
a
the
random
dealership
man.
guy.
Yeah.
But this man was a rando man.
Yeah, this man was a
Oh,
random
okay.
man who obviously had staked out this
Was
beautiful
this pink
car
Tesla
and
in
followed
particular.
them.
Finally, a girl
home.
one.
Yeah, I mean, fucking kind of, right?
Mirror. Yeah.
Finally, a girl
Kind of,
car.
he was like, "Oh, I'd fuck all these cars, but none of them are girls." And then he saw a pink one. He was like, "Fucking finally."
Oh my god.
Did
Oh
you
my
guys?
God.
I just saw this in the news today. I think there was some
Guy fucking a
dealership
car.
in Florida with a bunch of Cybertrucks that got vandalized.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
Somebody went and spray painted "fuck Elon" on the side of like 30 Cybertrucks that were sitting on the lot.
Well, they weren't going to sell anyway.
I say
Yeah.
at least they're being used
fine.
for something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as art.
Every time we saw one, I'm like, God, it still looks so dumb.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw one on the
Kim's
freeway on the
mom's
way
like,
home.
what are they for? And I'm like, to show
Dri-
you have one.
driving. Yeah,
Yeah.
But that's it.
I
and
saw.
they look dumb.
I saw a TikTok the other day of a man who owned one. He was like, "Oh man, I had to be somewhere, and the charger
Oh, yeah, I
got
saw-
stuck in the charge port." He was like, and I didn't know how to get it out, and I had to be somewhere. And he's like, but then I learned that if you open the back and then you kind of fiddle with this panel and open a panel and you reach down in there, and then there should be a cable like you can pull, and you pull it out, and if you pull it really hard, it'll pop out the charger. And I was like, what the fuck?
What?
And then he pulled it so hard that he was like, I think I broke things inside of my truck.
Oh my god.
These are the people that buy those.
Yes.
yeah.
But they also
It's
like.
just so
but
easy.
But they're also like a glitchy car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Windows 7 of car.
Well, anytime we talk about one, it's there's clearly no one at like thinking of all of the potential problems and all of like it's not like a
There's no
cohesive
one-
video. It's the lady that drowned in hers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not someone
Like,
being like,
it-
this is going to be a real car in real life, real world
Yeah.
scenarios.
Well, it's like I read on the Cybertruck that you like there's no safety feature for the little hatch in the over the truck.
Yeah, so it'll just slice your
bed
fingers
to-
off.
yeah, it'll just fucking crush your fucking hand.
Yeah.
my
It's
gosh.
it's baffling.
It's crazy to me.
The door on our van won't close 10% of the time because it
Yeah.
thinks there's something in the way.
I saw
Like-
A spider web.
I also saw
Yeah.
another amazing TikTok of a lady, some awful woman pointing out all the cool things about the Cybertruck, and then another woman being like, "Yeah, we already have those." Like she was like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
she
Oh,
like
yeah,
she's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, a secret little
Door-
compartment
she-
here."
yeah, she was
Yeah.
stoked
Just
about a
where
glove
a
box.
glove box
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So fucking dumb. I just feel like people
Idiots.
who have like tripled down on Trump are now triple downing on Cybertrucks.
I guess.
Or like,
It just
they're
feels
of the
like an
same-
extension.
Like they're cut from
a
the same
similar,
cloth.
Same
yeah,
cloth,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It definitely. I
They
don't
make
know.
it their identity. Like,
But they're
Yeah.
so clearly like the bummer is like this is like I will rarely truly root for big auto.
Yeah.
But like I can't wait for like decent electric technology to be in the hands
Destroy
of people that
Tesla.
have made cars for like 100 years,
And not
so
someone
there
trying
are
to
at least
disrupt.
like so there are at least like safety standards and like they're actually fucking
I
affordable
saw-
and like
well,
But, like,
not affordable, but I saw like a
more affordable.
I saw there's one of the new Chevy truck electric ones
Oh,
just
yeah.
coming out, and it was like
that's
it like
cool.
had all these extra little bits and bobs. I was like, ooh, and it's electric. Might I actually consider it? And I looked at the price; it was like $96K. And like,
Absolutely
no,
not.
Absolutely
No.
not.
But like, doesn't like the NTSB or somebody like in charge of most of these safety requirements?
You would think so, but apparently they're not. I mean,
If you pay someone enough, you don't have to.
But like, I mean, like,
We're technically
okay,
an app
like,
developer.
They have to have
Yeah. We're a
seatbelts
tech,
and
we're a tech
airbags.
company.
We're
We're
a
not,
tech
we're not an
company.
auto
Yeah.
company.
But like the not pinching your fingers on the truck, like that's
Yeah.
not a thing that is regulated.
I mean,
by
apparently
someone?
not. No, it's just a smart
there's
thing
probably
that you do
there
with
are-
good design.
There
I
are
guess.
probably like test vehicles that they give them that like
Guys, I
are
have a
fine. I don't know, or just because of like the
There
way the
wouldn't
thing
be like
updates.
a recall for that. Like
Oh
I don't
yeah,
understand.
a normal company. Yeah,
Yeah, a normal
But
one.
guys, I have a career opportunity.
Yeah,
Yes?
please.
Let's go get a finger cut off by a Cybertruck trunk.
I wouldn't call it a career
While I'm fingering
opportunity,
it?
but I would say it's a nice opportunity.
An opportunity
It's
to
an
make some
income
money.
opportunity.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
why do that? Why not just step out in front of a moving car?
but this
Well,
one's
this is just a
specifically.
finger
I'm gonna get
Cybertruck.
out there.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
find
I mean,
someone's
there's
Cybertruck.
there's
I'm gonna
Cybertruck.
fist their Cybertruck opening.
Yeah,
And then I'm gonna have my whole hand cut off.
and then I'm gonna sue Elon.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
I love
So
it.
stupid.
It's so weird. It is.
He just got $50 billion. It's fine.
after blowing 50 billion. Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's cool.
He got it paid for. He got it
Listen,
covered.
he's making such a good car that people actively want to fuck it. So that's pretty
It's
good.
not the truck though.
People
I don't
like
see.
to
not
I
the
don't
fuck.
see
truck.
people.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
see
no.
people fingering any.
People like to fuck all kinds of cars.
Rav
Yeah,
Fours
well,
anywhere.
Kim
Have you
also
seen
brings up a
Titan?
good thing.
Brian,
yeah, people
somebody's
love fucking
definitely
cars.
fucking
Yeah,
Rav
That's all
Fours.
Titan is.
yeah,
To
They're
to
so
the
sexy.
extreme.
They're so sexy these days. They're so sharp and
yeah,
pointy.
yeah. I've seen that electric Mustang.
so
I'll fuck
pointy.
that.
the way that there was a podcast I listened to a lot about video, or that's a video game podcast.
Yeah.
And every time it was an E3 season,
Yeah,
it'd be like new console, here's a new car thing.
yeah.
And every time it'd be like, God, these guys are so horny for cars. Because there's just like, it's like panning shots with glints
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And curves.
Yeah.
Driving
and
through
then-
a puddle,
and then-
splashing
yeah,
water.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
yeah. Oh,
because-
I'm
yeah.
wet now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
and it cuts out.
no.
and-
Enter
and-
me
and then it
and
cuts-
drive me through the wet ground. Just so sexy car. These guys are just so horny for cars.
It's true.
They
Yeah.
are.
I mean, yeah. I think that they ever made like a truly horny car video game though? They should.
Like cars, but horny.
Yeah.
I mean, Twisted Metal is probably the closest it's ever
Yeah, I
gotten.
guess that's the
I'm sure there's
closest.
a horny person in there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not horny enough.
Yeah.
Exactly what we're saying though.
I
But
mean,
there's probably one of them that's like kind of horny about it.
Yeah.
That show's good. Like the show.
Oh.
How horny was the show?
The show was only medium horny, but
Medium
it was fun.
horny? Oh, all right,
It
there
was
you go.
good.
You got some horny in it.
They did. They
Medium
did.
to light horny.
Yeah. The only knock against it is they foreshadow the season you want if it gets picked back up.
Which it won't.
Which it did.
I think it
Did
did.
it?
Yeah.
Gasp.
I am excited because
Yeah.
I thought it was very entertaining.
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
This is really random, but I just picked up my phone to look for something else, and
I just checked out of the podcast for a few minutes.
no. I saw something that reminded me. One of the other things that we did while we were in San Diego is we went to the zoo.
I did
Oh,
not.
right.
Oh.
And Joey did not. Yeah, no. But
I
we
have
took the kids
I
to
have
the
a
zoo.
rant about that zoo.
Yeah.
I think it's poorly designed.
Yeah.
It
I think it's
is
really
a fucking mess.
hard
it's
to
a goddamn
navigate.
weird ass maze.
Yeah.
It is-
Yeah.
I was just
You
saying,
gotta
someone
backtrack
mentioned
on
it the
stuff.
other
You
day.
gotta see certain things like 3 times to get to other
Yeah,
parts.
I will
it's
say
so hard to
it's
find your way
difficult.
I will
around.
also say that the LA Zoo is also shit.
Oh, it's
because
way
there's nothing
shitter.
there.
There's
though.
that.
Right.
No, there's that aspect. But I mean, like the design, the path thing, and the way the navigation of the LA Zoo is
Yeah.
also shit. The San Diego Zoo is just as there are more things actually there, and it's bigger. But it's
Yeah.
also it feels like it's a Southern California zoo thing, where it's like we have to organize this in a way where
I
you'll
kind of
never find
assumed-
yourself.
we need to
I
trap you
assumed that
here
the
like a
San Diego
casino,
Zoo-
but
Yeah.
outside.
I assumed that they had just like grown over time and had to like
Expand
add
it.
spaces
Sure,
on in a
maybe.
I mean,
weird
probably
way.
they probably also did that where it's like you build out, you can't like
Yeah,
redo
you
the
can't make it
habitats as
perfect.
easily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyways, what I was gonna say is while we were there, the San Diego Zoo has a lot of, not surprisingly, a lot of areas that are like very like child friendly, and that there's lots of like animal sculptures that you can climb on, or interact with, like, it's not like they have a sculpture of something and a sign that's like, do not touch. Like,
Yeah.
everything that is accessible is made to be accessible and for you to climb fucking all over that shit if
Great.
you want to, and you can.
Perfect.
So we were approaching the elephant exhibit, and there's a big sculpture of an elephant along with some other animals near there. And we are just walking by, and this little girl runs over to the elephant, and she's tall and short enough that she can like run basically under the belly of the elephant and not really have to duck her head or anything.
Okay, great.
And so she runs under this elephant, and the elephant is a sculpture of a male elephant.
Oh God.
And so it has, just a little
Yeah, a pouch.
little sheath
Sure.
situation.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not like grotesque
not
or
out.
anything.
Yeah.
Exactly. No. And she runs right under this elephant, right up to it, and because she has run over to the elephant, Mom is not right there.
Yeah.
So she has to scream out to her mom, "Mom!" as she pats it.
Oh, yeah.
This is where the poop comes from. And like everyone heard a kid yell "mom," so
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
looked,
yeah.
right? And so all these people around see this little girl going, "Mom, this is where the poop comes from. I'm touching it. Ooh, there's poop on my hands. That's where the poop comes from." And she's
Did she
like,
correct
right,
her?
though.
No, the mom's just like, Mom at this point has approached, and she's just being great about it. She's got to like, she thinks it's hilarious. You can tell she's got kind of a smile on her face. She's not
Yeah.
like bothered by it or whatever. And she's just like, uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stay away
That's-
from them. You'll get poop on you.
That's because she also crossed the streams that day. She's feeling
She was-
pretty fucking good.
That second mark. hit
yeah,
her
it hit her real
at the same
nice.
time as that first
the first gummy. Perfect.
Yeah.
That was seconds before we saw the capybara
Yeah.
jump into like the water part of his enclosure.
Yeah.
Apparently they can hold their breath a real long time.
Damn, that's fun.
Because we were waiting for that sucker to resurface to the point that Owen goes, "I hope he didn't kill himself."
I hope so too. But maybe he did. I will say that when you were telling that story, Kim, I thought it was going a different way in
Yes.
that I thought this little girl's gonna run full steam into
Like
the
just
elephant
close,
dick.
Yeah, I thought-
clothesline
that's what I
herself
thought it was
on the
going to.
elephant
Absolutely.
dick.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
She
Yeah.
goes down and like
Yeah.
everyone EMTs show
Yeah.
up and it's like
Yeah.
well,
She's
she-
small
the way
enough to
the
get
elephant
under
dick.
the
Exactly.
stomach,
The
but
way-
not to get under the
but
dick.
not
Yeah.
if a dick's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought you were
100% I
going
was
with
going
the
to.
setup there.
Yeah.
You were like, she can clear right under the belly, but then
But it's a man.
You're right. I apologize.
and
I
it's a
didn't
male.
tee it up for that.
No,
Yeah.
Would have also been hilarious.
yes,
No
obviously.
CPS.
As long
Yes.
as the kid was fine.
no
Yeah.
CPS. It wasn't abuse. It was an elephant dick.
It's not a big deal.
It was an accidental run-in with the elephant penis.
Standard.
You know
Wild
how it
animal,
happens.
You can't control them.
We all know how it
San,
happens.
San Diego Zoo again. Yeah. Another elephant dick
Oh
incident.
yeah, they get that call every like twice a day usually. That's I got another elephant dick. All right, another elephant dick accident. Get it down there.
During that exchange, or during the San Diego Zoo trip,
Yeah.
I was on the beach with Kim's brother, high again, and then
It's a theme.
there was this guy walking around with his daughter, offering to take photos,
Like at a restaurant.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
and
What?
he had like a Ziploc full of. I think
it
it was
like a
one of those-
Polaroid?
Yeah, but it was like the skinny ones. You know, they're like half width.
Oh,
Okay.
Like,
like
one
the-
strip of the
Yeah.
2 strips of the Polaroid.
Oh, yeah. The smaller ones. Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh no, thanks." And then he walked.
I'm glad
away.
that you used our system of measurement, by the
strip?
way.
Yeah,
The
how many
strips.
strips?
Yeah.
vertical
Yeah.
strip.
Yeah. Fuck the metric system.
Yeah, it was one vertical strip of a 2.
Yeah. Two vertical
But
strips.
then he walked away and walked by this like a double tent set up. It had like 2 families there, 2 husband and wife families with a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
And he walked past them, and her brother was like, "Why didn't he ask them?" I was like, "It's because he's looking for couples." And then he just started cracking up.
Do you think he was, though?
100%.
That's so funny.
You got to know your target.
And then about 10 minutes after that guy, we got another one came up. He's like, Do you have a moment to talk about spirituality?
Wait, this is
nope.
this was at the zoo?
No, at the
beach.
beach.
At the beach.
That's where I was.
Honestly,
Oh.
but equally as weird as at the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was this guy and girl. And
I don't know though. A guy
Ah.
looking for someone to talk about spirituality, just a couple of dudes blankly staring out at the ocean. That's probably his
Obviously,
target
obviously
market.
high as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's
Clearly.
the right
They've been
people to
talking about the
ask.
Matrix very
that's what I was
loud.
about to
They've
say.
talking about
Did he
very
show up?
loudly
He's
talking
like,
about the Matrix.
Did you know that Neo is kind of a Jesus allegory?
No, it's pretty. Like, if you were on that beach, you'd be like, those guys have been sitting staring at the water and done nothing for an hour.
They haven't spoken a word to one another.
It was like, I get it, but
Yeah.
like, leave me alone.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also, fuck off.
It was.
I'm
it was
having
a-
my own spiritual moment right now, and I don't need you to be a part of it.
Yeah,
0%.
I love just staring at the waves. That is
your favorite
That's
thing,
my
isn't it?
happy place.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
good.
I don't want to
It's
have
a
to
good
talk
vibe.
about spirituality.
I will say that I did usually. So obviously, Kim, you share a birthday with my dog,
Yeah.
very famously, and he is also very much a beach dog. He loves the beach, and I usually take him on his birthday, but I didn't get to take him this year, so I'm gonna have to make it up this week at some point.
He's gonna fucking know too.
Yeah, he
Get him a
knows that
Mars.
I didn't take him on his.
get him a marg in a can.
Yeah, I might let him cross the streams. I might give him a little gummy.
Don't recommend.
Yeah, just a half, just a little half.
What I was thinking too.
of those
I mean, he's done it
CBD
before, and
doggy
he
treats.
was fine. And
Wendell
by that,
has
I
too.
mean I thought he was dying.
Same
Yeah.
with Wendell.
Yeah.
We got back to the house, and I was like, I was always the one that would spray the boys off in the shower once we got done with the beach and everything.
Yeah.
And on the way upstairs, I grabbed another one out of the fridge. But this just shows how much I've grown as a person.
Yeah.
Another what? Another margarita?
Another margarita. After I had crossed the streams and we just walked back,
Yeah.
I took it with me to the bathroom, and then just
Drank
set
it
it
on
on
the
the
toilet.
counter
Oh,
and didn't drink it.
wow.
You said no thanks.
You resisted your initial impulse.
Because initially, and what I always did when I drank is like, I want to keep feeling like this.
Yeah, no, that's
yeah,
normal.
That's
yeah.
what that's yeah.
But then if you do that,
you
you
don't
pass
keep
through
feeling
that.
like that.
I'm
yeah.
like, I need to wait till I don't feel this so that I can feel this again and not feel too much.
You gotta
like
catch it
this.
right at the end before the headache hits.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what almost 40 does to you. You're
Yeah.
like, I need to.
Well, that's experience talking.
I'll say
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, that's just the type of
You've known
A
you
couple
know.
times of doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Just a couple.
For not bad. Like, I think 3 blackouts, and one of them was at Kyle's.
I mean,
So that
that's
doesn't
pretty
count.
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a small amount for
I
a
don't-
lifetime.
I don't think I've had more than 3. Maybe 2 actually. I
I've
know- I
had
know, like-
moments of lost time.
well, yeah,
brownout.
brownouts.
Brownouts.
Brown out.
Standard.
Yeah.
But like the actual
One out of-
blackout, I think maybe
Hey,
only
Joey, I think our
twice.
video's frozen.
Okay.
No.
One at a work wrap party, which is why I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
There you go.
That'll do it.
Yeah, any sort of work
Was that,
event.
was that
I've
2 meets?
That was two
That party?
meets, yes.
Really
Kim was
good one.
also drunk on that one as well.
any
I may have slammed my head against the bathroom stall whilst trying to use the bathroom and deal with my undergarment situation. In
to
a
be fair,
bathroom,
it was long.
Yeah.
in a bathroom that was fancy enough to have a bathroom attendant.
Oh.
Oh.
So they
they were like,
there was a
"Excuse
witness
me?
is
Are you
the
all right?"
point.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
They didn't say anything. They know.
Yeah,
well,
they
they're
know. That's true,
professionals. They're a pro.
Yeah.
But this is the problem with rap parties is that they have open bars and shit.
Well,
and you're
especially
like-
when you're a
and
young
and you
a
kid.
rap
work
party.
so
Wow.
hard. Yeah, and especially if you're like in
Poor.
Yes, you're poor, and you're like finally an evening where we can
Yeah,
go
and
all
if you
out
go there
for.
with a DD that's not you,
But
yeah,
the DD was Phil and Caitlin, so it's kind of on us.
yeah,
yeah, because also when the DD is Phil, he encourages you.
Yes.
well, yeah,
Very
It was
much.
at that rap party. I had to pull a friend card on Phil. I'm like, I need you to delete that video.
yeah.
And he did. It was like straight fat. Like, I don't do this often. I need you to
I
delete
need this to
that.
not exist.
Yeah.
It can never come back.
It was me sloppily dancing, but then I got rid of that. And the
Yeah.
only thing I kept thinking was like, who fucking saw me do that?
Yeah.
and I got to go to work.
And now you got rid of the video evidence, so you don't know who saw you.
Yeah.
You could have.
I don't
used
work
the
with anyone
video
anymore. Actually, I do.
But the nice thing at that point in time, probably everybody else was also as drunk.
Well, yeah,
Probably.
you're also
So that's
forgetting
like,
that
there is a level where it's like, depending on when you get there and how the true alcoholics show up pissed drunk,
Yeah.
and they're a mess at the beginning, and everyone remembers.
Yes.
When everybody's
Yeah.
as
Happening together.
the rising tide lifts all
Yeah.
boats, so does the
At
open
any
bar.
rap party, there is
100% correct,
someone
Brian.
way higher up the food chain for you that is way drunker than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably before you.
Yes, absolutely.
The key is to just be not as bad as that other person,
Yeah.
or,
Yeah, you don't have to be
or,
the fastest
or at the
gazelle.
same level. Exactly.
Yeah,
Take
You're
your
just
time.
not the slowest.
And I've found out, and I thought about this
Life
last
lesson for
night
young
after you had fallen asleep, and I was just awake and couldn't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Was they say it's like when you drink or whatever, it's like your true self kind of comes out.
Sure, sure.
And luckily,
This is why I was afraid I'd show my dick.
my true self is
So much fun.
fast talking,
Yes.
self-deprecating, and extremely complimentary.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
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 I just become
Yeah, I
the
miss
nicest.
that. I miss that, Joey.
Yeah, the nicest. Like,
That's how I fell in love with you.
yeah. Is the positive vibes are what I cling to.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
the
tricked
first-
us,
yeah,
you
yeah.
fucker.
Where's that Joey? Where's true Joey?
He started getting sick in the morning.
Oh Jesus!
So
okay.
I had to kill him.
All right, your
Oh,
front,
God.
your front and your back.
So that just means that my
Just the
true
front.
that just means my true self is to sit quietly and fall asleep. All right, yeah,
that's
Yeah.
pretty
actually,
good.
That's
That's pretty
Because your
good.
id disappears as you get hammered, and I just like find the good in everything, and I just love feeling like positive vibes.
what
like
a
this
weird
talk-
Joey.
I know
Yeah.
it's so the
Yeah.
opposite of how I
Bizarro
am as like
Joey.
a real person.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird, but it's like all stuff I feel. But it's when you drink enough, the haze. Goes
It's not
away.
muted.
Yeah,
You don't feel the inhibition, the shame.
Yeah,
Kind of melts away.
Yeah.
You don't have that shame voice saying, maybe don't think about that. Maybe don't say that. Maybe keep that one down.
I know you're happy, but think of all this bad stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
Maybe take a breath when you do that.
It's also expensive, and the calories.
is.
Whew.
Ooh.
Oh, the calories. Listen, I'd
Now,
be
I will
so
say-
svelte. if
I would say for me, it was always the calories of at the end when I would just eat as a
yeah.
monster.
When you go to Steak and Shake at 3
or
in the
the
morning.
the my favorite thing at school was the Fat Frank, which was a
God,
big
yeah.
ass sandwich. It was a Philly cheesesteak with fries and mozzarella sticks.
all on it.
Yeah.
All on
Yeah.
it.
So you don't eat, you just have it all edible. It's like an edible
It's,
plate.
it's a big thing.
that place. that
It was-
place was
pretty good.
really good.
That does sound like really good drunk food.
It
You
was
can read later.
Yeah.
that was the reason I gained so much weight in
Yeah.
college, was because when I discovered that, I was so excited about that. Naturally, the most excited thing about reaching that age was
Yeah.
not the alcohol, but like the things around it.
Yes,
So in that
absolutely,
case, it was,
yeah.
oh, there's this great food truck that's right here all the time that I can go to, or it's
Yeah.
I can drink at home and
Yes.
not have to do anything.
Being
Yeah.
drunk is where the meatloaf burrito was created.
Yeah. Or the torta burrita.
the torta burrita.
The
What's
mythical
torta burrita?
torta burrita
The
from
torta
Los
burrita.
Angeles.
So good.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, it was. I don't think we might have made it up.
It's
It's like tribute. You guys don't remember what it is, but you remember you did it.
we were
Yeah,
very
we were
drunk.
very
and it was
drunk.
pretty early
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
Got it.
The torta burrita.
Torta burrita.
Brian, what's your topic?
Oh man, I don't think I top torta burrita.
Oh
already
man,
did it
we don't
for-
even know what it is.
Ah, man, it was such a.
This is not the greatest and
Good.
best food in the world.
I don't even know what to
just
do
a
this
tribute.
topic.
Boo, do it.
Well, there's two things. There's this topic.
Do
but
the
then-
good one.
Yeah, the funny one.
Wow, funny. Chinese scientists and engineers are applying Chat GPT like technology to
Spy on citizens.
no.
Shit. Calculate the diameter of strangers' assholes.
To create
Damn.
reality TV shows.
No.
To
Contestants.
Fuck with
for
America.
reality TV
No.
shows.
Oh,
Well,
I don't know. Oh, okay.
run election simulations.
no.
No.
That was a good one.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Engineers.
Finger a Tesla.
Sex bots.
Oh, obviously.
We didn't already
duh.
do that. Like they haven't already done that. Sex
Apparently
bots?
not. No, not a Chat GPT like LLM situation where they can actually talk back to you in such a manner
What
that.
about about those?
is realistic.
What
But
about
as,
the
but as a
virtual-
sex bot.
What about the virtual partners that like
yeah.
all went offline that we talked about? Those couldn't talk back to
This
you?
is a sex bot, Kim. Look, it's got boobies that you could do stuff.
Oh,
to.
so it's not just.
picture.
Whoa!
It's a
Wait,
sex
is it just
doll
a pic? Oh,
that talks back? Is that
Yeah.
what
is it a
is?
sex
sex
doll
bot.
or is
Yeah.
it a? So it's a
It's a sex
robot.
doll. Yeah,
It's a
sex bot.
But they've put an
yeah, so
AI
sorry,
inside
sex
of
sex
it.
doll.
Do
Yeah,
you
thought
guys
that was a
remember
sex
how
robots.
We talked about that guy whose wife just got
Deleted.
unplugged while
Yeah.
he was at work.
That's
one
why you
day.
go
It's one of the
physical wife.
funniest things that I've ever
God
heard
damn,
in my
that-
life.
I know.
That's why you need physical wife.
That's why you
Physical
need
media forever.
This
Always
one
go
can't get
physical
unplugged,
life.
and when she gets unplugged, just plug her back in, baby.
Yeah, she's physical.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not a
technically,
problem.
that's
You take
physical
her for
wife.
it, too,
If
there.
she's complaining too much, just unplug her.
Yeah,
I
turn the
thought-
volume down.
I thought no talking was a positive of sex bots.
Well, no. Now you can have something that will.
Don't look
Interact-
at me like that. God damn it.
That's what.
Oh, waka.
How long have we been married? Forever.
And that's the first time you made that. And that's the first time you made that joke.
Oh, probably not.
What? No,
Not
Joey.
yet. We've
Joey.
talked about sex bots way too
Joey.
much
Oh, yeah.
for that to
That's
not
the
come
first
up.
time you've made that joke.
Oh yeah, it is. I've
Nice
never
try.
done. I would never,
Never.
do that.
Nice try.
Never.
Nice try.
Anyway,
Kim's
now,
a bigger
now,
jerk
anyway,
than I am, it's
anyway, now you can get this sex robot that'll talk to you.
Okay.
And
I don't need it. I got my own.
Well, can you get it, or are they just like working
well, they're
on it?
developing it. They are developing
So
it,
you
so it's
can't
not
yet.
like a done deal yet. But they have said that.
How are they going to keep it from going racist?
If you're
Such a
fucking
good
it, I guess it
question.
doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, yeah. If you just make it,
What if you don't want to fuck a racist?
Yeah, that's true.
you
Reboot it.
reset it. I'm sure there's a reboot.
You get
Unplug it and plug it back in.
you get a paper clip.
Restart.
You unfold the
You
paper
find
clip
the little
so
red
it's
button.
straight.
and there's a
And then
tiny
you-
little button right here.
Yeah,
It's like in the hole of her nipple.
Yeah. And that's how you do it. Or it's a tooth. You like find in it. You, like,
Oh,
gotta
that's
push
good.
Down.
Full reset. Yeah, that means
I'm gonna be honest when you said the paperclip thing.
Yeah.
I was really I was like, it's gotta be on the clitoris. I don't know why. Because you're like, fine.
No, it makes sense. No, you're right.
No, I
Yeah.
think they should disguise it in like a beauty mark or something.
Oh, that'd be
Oh,
good.
that'd be good.
See, that's why you're
or
in the
well,
business.
A little
I mean,
mole
Joey
or
was along the same line. You
birthmark.
could like you lift the hood.
Yeah,
And then you
it's
get
kind
in
of
the
protected.
you get in the pee hole.
You go way up the nose.
Yo, you could go way up the nose.
You gotta like tuck it. You gotta tuck it. Pull it up. Get
Did
it pulled
you-
up
Some
and get in
people-
there.
we
So
Pull
speaking
up
of
and get
these
in there.
sex bots, there was an article about Scarlett Johansson was gonna sue ChatGPT.
Oh, because they made the voice sound like
they
her.
made the
Yeah.
voice of her, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Don't do that." And then the guy
They did
did it
it.
anyway,
No, he's all like, no, it's not that voice.
and everyone's like, "No, it's that voice."
But he says it's not.
That guy seems like a chode.
I think
They
he
said
is.
it's
I
definitely
think
not
he
her
is.
voice.
That guy seems like, I want to be rich. I'm a chode.
Well,
Here's-
he's
here's you can
super
talk.
tech bro.
Yeah.
It's all
So,
he is.
Speaking of what you would do with a sex bot, the other day we were. It's how I got ripe to this.
Doesn't matter.
It
It's
doesn't
okay.
matter. The
Sex-
point is that a couple days ago I was talking with some people about an armpit fetish because
Okay.
someone was talking about how they had been dating someone for a little bit who had an armpit
They
fetish,
revealed the
and
armpit
basically
Now, was it a guy or girl who had the fetish?
it was the guy had the fetish,
Oh,
but basically
come on.
I don't know. I'm
the
not
guy
gonna-
the guy said two things that are very funny to me.
Yeah.
Well, one, he was like, I'm at the tail end of this fetish. I promise you. So like he was like, it's chill. I'm like phasing it out of my life. I'm like kind of over
Can
it.
you
I'm
do
near
that
the
with
end
a
of it.
I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
I don't
But he was like, I'm
think
phasing
so.
it out. So that was like in my mind. So by the time that they were dating, he was just wanted to really make out with her pit.
oh.
And so like, and that was him at the
Whoa.
tail end of it. So I assume at some
What was
point
he doing,
was,
like, when he was
oh,
hard in
fucking
it?
fucking the
She was
pits
giving a
for
headlock
sure.
to
Like
his junk,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Headlock.
So it was actually it's called something else, which is also a reason why I wanted to bring it up.
It's that act.
There's a name
What's
for
the
that.
name for it?
Yeah,
Like
it's
a
called-
foot job, but
it's
with the
called
pits? It's got a name.
bagpiping.
That is really good.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the perfect name.
Yeah. Got it in
funny.
Ah.
one.
Yeah.
But I was just like, why?
Do you blow
I was
into
like,
it
why
too?
did? But I was like, why did you let him just
Yeah, I
make
guess you
out
could.
with your armpit? And she was just like, She was like, because it just didn't
doesn't
mean
bother me.
anything
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, yeah, if he's into this, like
Sure.
it's not.
I'll lay here and watch
Like I'm
TV
not,
while
yeah,
he
I'm
makes out
not
with my
like
armpit.
grossed out by it, and I don't have to do anything. And
Yeah.
I was like, Yeah, I mean, I guess I get it.
That seems pretty innocuous.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty innocuous for the most part. I don't know. I guess I would still.
It's fun to rip on it, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
it's pretty
really don't
funny.
understand the whole tail end of the fetish thing, though.
That is the
that is
baffling
the
part.
That's a
funny
lie. Well, that's a
thing.
lie.
Yeah,
That
that's-
is what my thought was.
That was
like,
he was setting it up and just
that
to
was
kind of
him
see
easy
if she let
no,
her
no.
do
into
it.
it. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like he's still like.
and then he
really
was
into
gonna
it.
ramp if they
You
had
know, I think
been
maybe
together longer. He
one
would have
more
ramped
time-
it back up.
Maybe
yeah.
one more time you let me put my dick in there.
Yeah,
just
maybe
once.
you bagpipe me one time, just one time,
And
just
I'll
to
see if I
how
like
is.
it.
Like I'll see if I like
See
it.
if
You
I-
see if
see
you
if I
like
like
it.
it,
You
then,
know.
yeah,
the
we'll
only
see,
thing
I
that comes to my mind though is that would tickle.
Oh, you think so?
All I can think of is like you're like tonguing it and you're getting
Out the pit
Yeah.
though.
or
Yeah.
but also like you are getting like the deodorant. Like the
Oh,
stuff
not
that's
I also
clean
came
and
up with an
everything else.
idea that maybe you make some sort of water solvent lube in the shape of a
arm?
deodorant stick.
Oh yeah, that'd be funny.
That'd be good.
Very specific.
That's how you solve it.
Yeah, but what do you need the lube for your mouth? Oh no, I guess for your dick. Okay,
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's
Okay,
for your
I get
armpit.
you. I
Yeah,
get you.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
still in my mind was
You
still
were still
making
making
out
out
with
with
it.
the
Oh
armpit.
We were
yeah,
still
no,
making
no,
out
no.
with
This
it.
is
Like, why do you need lube
the
for
step
making
beyond.
out?
I
But
want
yeah.
it to be a sloppy.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But it was. I would just. Yeah. The idea. It's the most fucking dude thing to be like. Yeah. I know this is a little weird, but don't worry about it. I'm phasing this kink out of my life.
Yeah.
You can't.
I'm
do
on the
that.
back end. Of
I
this
don't think
kink.
you can do that.
Yeah.
We've made a breakthrough in therapy, and I don't think I'm going to need this armpit situation
I don't think I'm
anymore.
gonna need it anymore.
Just
I'm
give
gonna
me
be
a couple.
feet guy. I'm replacing it with something else.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm getting real weird.
I think foot's grosser.
foot is gross. Yeah. To
If
me,
it's
yes.
gross,
I would
but-
say foot is grosser.
It's an appendage that
It's
I don't
gross.
know. Yeah.
Is gross. Stinks.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
put in
just
things that
maybe
stink.
just because I've seen foot stuff more than I've never seen armpit. Thing.
yeah, I've never really
But
seen.
like
an
I
armpit
know
thing.
of foot stuff and things like that, and it's just like and so like that
Maybe
seems
we
more
should
normal.
be here to lift the stigma on armpits.
Maybe is that our
Yeah.
job?
Yeah.
Should we
That might be
be
it.
normalizing armpit
Bring it
stuff?
to the people.
I don't know.
Let
Are
the
we
people
doing
know.
this?
Is
Are we
this,
doing this? Oh
doing
my
this?
god, are we bagpiping right
doing
now?
this? Guys,
No.
are we doing this?
Yeah.
I think the thing that
doing this?
We're gonna
we-
stand in a circle and bagpipe each other.
no, we're not going to do that. I think the thing
Oh.
we all hate
Okay.
about foot stuff is what people like about foot stuff, which is that it stinks.
Yeah, but
Wait, that's what you.
I think
That
a
is a
lot of
smell?
foot people.
you don't think it's just weird that it's a foot?
So
No,
wait,
I
you
think
think
people
that
are
when
into the
people
smell.
go to Wikifeet, you think that they're imagining the huffing the scent
I
of
think-
someone's feet?
I think it's very much a part of it. I do.
I don't know.
It has to
don't
be
know.
because
I
you're
mean,
in there.
For
I mean,
some
look, I
people,
feel like I
maybe.
disagree
I'm
with
sure
you,
there's
but
someone that's like, give me your sweaty foot.
There's
It brings
yeah.
a really good question.
It's like wearing gross
which
underwear
is
and
why,
send them
what
to me.
is the thing with feet?
Yeah, that
I think it's
is-
because they're just not always visible. So there's like that sort of weird thing in your brain where it's like, I don't normally.
Well,
get to
neither
see
is
this.
like a vagina.
Yeah, that's dope. But people
Or
are walking
boobs.
around with them out,
What?
like feet. Feet can be out. You can be like, fuck yeah.
Oh, you're saying that you can perv. It's just easier to get a little peek at those
Yeah.
at anyone's.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
can be covered up.
I see the advantage of you having a foot fetish because, like you're saying, you're gonna be able to just
But that's still
engage
different.
in your biggest
You can't
kink
just
in
be
public
like,
with anyone.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
a foot fetish because I can see feet all the time. It doesn't work that way.
No, something's broken inside you. Yes.
But a foot fetish is
But
more
why?
is
What
normalized.
was
Is
it?
more
What-
normalized.
what-
I also
caused
saw
that?
someone the other day. They were talking about their foot fetish, and they were like, "I really like a foot fetish because that is like a part of a person that will never age." You know what I like? They
that's
were
not
like,
true.
"I find it."
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
mean,
not.
but I think that it's like a thing where he was just like, "I'm not a boob man or a butt man because I'm a foot man,
Ugh.
and a foot man." He was just like, "It's never gonna sag, man." And I was like, "I guess."
guess, but it will still change.
I mean, Joey has a lot to say about.
Anytime I
old
think of
looking
feet, I just
so-
think of my dad's feet, and they're the grossest things I've ever seen in my life, and I cannot think about them. Everyone's feet
They never
are,
age.
Everyone's feet are my dad's
Oh
feet.
yeah, let me show you these.
Oh Jesus!
Oh fuck. Everyone's feet are my dad's feet, and I don't like it.
That's where you clearly got the aversion.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't have
obviously.
that, and I still have that.
Yeah. But
So that
it-
can't be the only way.
I mean,
seeing
don't
gross
get me
feet.
wrong. I'm sure there's a lot of reasons to like feet, and I'm sure some of it is taste. I'm sure some of it is. I'm sure it's a feast for the senses.
Yeah.
taste,
A little
smell,
something for all parts.
feel.
Taste,
Well, like the
yeah.
funny thing is, like, have you ever seen someone give a foot job? You're like, well, you're just making a vagina with your feet.
Right.
You got a better one
That's
of
the
those.
thing. There's other things that work
You
better.
got a part built for that.
It does look hilarious.
Well, that's also kind of like tit fucking
Okay,
too.
this
where
is
it's like-
interesting.
It's
Sure.
also all kind of hilarious in its own form. As
Yeah,
well,
you
too.
missed. You went too far.
Yeah,
you went up too
You
far.
went too far.
Back up.
Okay, so obviously there's lots of theories around fetishes.
Yes,
I'm looking this up.
in general. Can
Of
you
course,
tail out of one?
Freud says all fetishes come from something that happens inside.
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
know his
blah, blah,
fucking
blah, blah,
deal.
blah, blah,
Yes.
Yes, you
Right.
fucked your mom.
But
yes.
this
Oh my
says
god.
Chill, Oedipus.
this says that in your brain that the somatosensory cortex,
Yeah.
which controls sensation in the feet and toes, is located next to the part of the brain that controls sensation in your genitals.
Whoa. So
And the
it might be-
proximity may cause, quote, neural crosstalk.
So like a
Which
confusion.
could explain why some people feel genital arousal when they see, smell, or touch feet.
Interesting.
Weird.
So they're just miswired.
It could
Actually
be. They're
busted.
born this way.
See, I believe. Oh wow, Gaga. Gaga. Isn't that her song?
Lady Gaga. is
Lady
dead.
Gaga. Isn't she
Oh,
born
I
this
thought
way?
was it like is she a Tarantino?
No, I don't know. She might be.
No, it was a born this way reference.
That's
Yeah.
the movie, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, 5'2" or whatever.
Whatever.
Is that what it's called? Lady Gaga's awesome.
Gaga's awesome.
I fucking love her.
I
Anyway,
love Gaga.
I just occurred to me. I don't know why this just occurred to me, but like I'm always just thinking like foot fetish is like something a dude has, but a girl could have a foot fetish
I think
Yeah.
and like want it like up in there.
Oh,
right?
like to be
Ooh.
towed.
Yeah, to be told.
I remember in like
Oh.
8th
suppose,
grade or
yeah.
something, Brian, and I don't know if you ever heard that. I remember hearing a rumor of like it was like 8th grade that like so and so towed a girl.
No,
that doesn't sound like a mean rumor someone
But
started for no
It
reason. or
was like a
anything. Yeah.
rumor of like they were like
That's also, like-
swimming and like he towed her.
that also sounds like something that either a rumor or just something they don't understand.
No, but it's
sex.
yes, but
Sex
that's
is
like the
kissing.
funny.
He
Yeah.
put his toe in
Yeah.
it.
That's like the funniest thing you could brag about is like
Yeah.
I towed a girl,
gotta
and everyone's
tow her.
like, as no one's done anything, they're like, oh,
and then you think
No
about it, and you think
way.
about it, and you go,
Gross.
"What?"
oh, he just kind of like
Grazed it.
just
No,
kinda,
also, why
You're thinking
is it
hitting it.
mostly
Again, I'm
men
thinking, like,
have foot
yeah, yeah.
fetishes?
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Well, that's why my point is like my mind immediately just goes to like dudes.
Yeah, why do
Not
dudes
like-
usually have foot
I
fetishes?
bet
instead
ladies
of
do
ladies?
too,
I'm
but
sure
they don't
plenty of
pay
ladies
for it.
do.
They
Like
just do
dudes
they do
do.
the lady thing where they
I don't
just
know,
But
but I
I'm
just
saying,
said
but
that
if a
in a
woman-
poll, it was 17%
Yeah.
of men and only 4% of women.
But if a woman loves, like, if I was with someone who had a foot fetish, how would that manifest for
They would, like,
a woman? Like,
They'd want
obviously
their
they
toes
can't.
sucked
Kyle,
or something.
Well, that's what, or they would
Yeah.
want to suck mine.
Or that.
Oh yeah. Which is
See, that's my thought, because like
the mouth. I forgot about the
I'm
mouth
not
part
gonna.
too.
In my mind, I guess that's the other thing is like a foot fetish. I guess in my mind, I'm always like they want to do something to the feet. I guess it could also be that you want shit done
Then
to
to
your
your-
feet.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
So
I
I
think it
guess
could
that
be
would
either one.
manifest, which I'm not gonna do that. That was actually my
My,
nightmare.
all I could think of with foot fetish is just like you just want a foot job as opposed to a hand job. It's a foot job,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
like I forgot. Oh, people might want to lick your foot or do
Oh,
this
yeah.
or like want it in there or just look
Get
at
the
it and then, like-
tongue in
and I'm
between
like, oh.
each little individual toe.
Even when it's just thrown
Just
in,
spit on
I'm
it.
like, ugh.
Yeah.
And this isn't talking about me or Kim or anything. This is
Yeah.
like I'm talking videos.
when you just throw it in.
when videos are all of a sudden it just like picks it up and like, oh, I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
Of like
Why?
the foot or like the.
All right,
just deep throats a whole foot.
I'm gonna
I could get to the ankle, baby. What?
I'm gonna pull up a porno video
Jesus.
and I'm gonna show Kyle
What?
something and I want to see if he clocks the same thing that I do. So continue to talk.
Oh, okay, great.
I gotta find it.
Oh my
This
god.
says-
Because I'm not
Okay.
joking. I've seen it a couple times, and every time I'm like, I gotta send that to Kyle.
Okay.
Kyle, how do you feel about that?
My-
I know.
I mean, if it's funny.
It's like
How do you
not
know
as
the fact that
overtly
Joey
funny,
just straight up said he thinks of you
Yeah,
and
we-
wants you more?
Yeah.
but this
Just
is,
this one moment.
because this is so like it. I'm like, oh, it's this one, and I have
oh,
to turn
it's
it
this one again.
because it's so fucking funny.
This
It's
says
so weird.
some researchers have hypothesized that foot fetishism increases as a response to epidemics of STIs.
Whoa.
One study found an increased interest in feet as sexual objects was observed during the Great Gonorrhea Epidemic of 12th century Europe and the syphilis epidemics of the 16th and 19th centuries in Europe.
I mean,
Was
it's
there,
a way
like, a
to
bunch
kind
of foot
stay,
stuff
but it's a way
during
to
the
like
AIDS crisis?
It's a way to do stuff.
Yes. In the same study, the frequency of foot fetish depictions in pornographic literature was measured over a 30-year interval. An exponential increase was noted during the period of the AIDS epidemic.
Damn.
In
mean,
these
it's-
cases, sexual foot play was viewed as a safe sex alternative.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have 5% battery left. I gotta hurry.
However, these researchers noted that the epidemics overlapped periods of relative female emancipation.
Okay, Kyle.
I don't know what that has to do
Oh,
with
because
it,
the
though,
ladies,
because
the
so
ladies
many,
were like,
so many
you know,
more men
they're like,
are into it.
I'll use my foot, or ladies like, I'll use my foot just to shut you up.
All right.
I don't
Maybe.
know.
Give this to Kyle. Kyle, if you could...
Is it teed up?
It's teed up for like maybe 20 seconds. If Kyle, could you just describe, because we're not going to show this video, obviously.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is
It's an adult
worded
film.
as reward.
A regular sex?
Regular sex,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a regular
By
sex.
Okay, so this is it's
Fart.
beginning with a guy going down on a girl. Just normal.
Normal
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
Just
Actually,
normal.
honestly, too vivid.
Yeah, a little too close.
He's
Yeah.
making out with it. I don't think he's actually
It's not an
doing-
armpit, dude.
It's-
Dial it back.
Yeah.
So there's a
just
wide
kinda
shot of the
making out.
room. And
Yeah.
I want
Oh, there's an alien.
What?
It's there the whole fucking video. Look, that thing is just watching him fuck the whole time. It's just in the background.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You just showed Brian a close up of a guy going down on
Yeah.
It was on there for so long. Look at it. It's just.
just chilling in the corner, and they keep going to the wide shot of the room of them just like in the middle of this bed, and over the corner in full view the entire time is this like 3-foot tall alien body leaning against a
Went
window.
close up all of a sudden.
Yeah, if you could do a close up of the alien, you could put it on the.
Okay,
you
yeah,
could
yeah,
show
yeah,
it on
yeah.
the video.
Yeah,
I'll do
I
that.
zoomed in on that, but fuck me, that's funny.
Isn't that amazing?
That's
like
good.
that has to be intentional.
It had to have been
It
there.
had to have been
was
funny.
the-
And then
Yeah.
somebody was
someone,
like,
right?
"We got to keep the alien."
Yeah,
we gotta keep
It's not
ET
like
out there.
It's not like they go, cut. We got to get the alien out of there.
No,
to
when
like
they were
make it
set-
look like it's looking at
When
him.
they were set
Yeah.
dressing, they were like, "Leave the alien."
Leave the alien.
I don't know. I still don't think there's a lot
This
of
is
set dressing.
that's
I guess.
technically
No,
a
that's what I mean. When
threesome
they
right
showed
now.
up at the apartment,
That's actually a cucking video.
It's so
Yeah,
it's so
basically.
distracting. It's so big. It's not like a little stuffed guy.
It's so big, and it's
also
like
like-
kind of an accurate alien.
It's
You
like,
know, it kind
it's
of
like
looks
weirdly,
realistic.
It's like weirdly flesh toned. I thought it was gonna be
Yes.
like green or gray,
No.
but it's just like
and
I was like,
detailed.
it
it's
is
flesh
a weird
toned
thing
and it's
to
detailed.
lead
Yeah.
in if you're like zoom in and you're all getting into it, and then all of a sudden, wide shot. Oh, there's an alien. That really would take you out of it. I feel
Tell me
like.
about it.
Yeah.
and all of a sudden this alien comes up, and all I can think of is I gotta tell Kyle now. I'm full mast.
Yeah. How did you zoom in on the video? Oh, you didn't full screen. That's
No.
right. Okay.
I didn't full screen it.
Well, that's the problem is you don't know it's there until it's too late.
Yeah, they trick you.
Yeah.
But I love that you've
that's
run.
how you get an
My
alien
favorite thing
fetish.
about this is that you've run across this video multiple times,
Well,
just
it's-
casually.
It's because they do like they
Yeah, yeah,
upload
yeah.
with different titles or
Yeah,
whatever.
sure. But I just love that you've done this multiple times, and multiple times you've been like, "Fuck, it's the alien
It's the
thing
alien
again.
one."
God damn it!
God,
They
it's
got
so
me
funny.
again." Also, that guy's going down on her like he is making out with her vagina.
too
It is
much.
actually
It's-
not. There's no way that is
It's
effective.
It's like it's too much.
It's genuinely too much.
All right, there he is. Okay.
There he
There's
is.
my guy. Oh God, I keep fast forwarding. There we are.
There he is.
We'll leave the dude's
just-
ass in it.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
just
no,
like
that's
a
good.
little bit.
God damn it!
It's over his shoulder. It's like the biggest prize at a carnival.
Yeah, someone made
that
all the
ring.
baskets.
I knocked over all the milk jugs.
God damn it! You got that ring around that biggest
Fuck.
pole.
Now you get the fleshy alien.
He can watch you fuck someone.
Amazing.
Kyle, who do we have to thank for this hot tip info?
Wow. Well, we have a Patreon. Wait. We have a sponsor board on
There
that
you
spot.
go.
Thank you. I'm tired. We have a sponsor board on that sponsors. Some of the sponsors are real and some of the sponsors are fake. But the realest of the real, of course, are Patreon sponsors. And this week's patron sponsors are Zombie Batman Jesus.
Yay!
And Colin McNutt.
Yay!
Thanks, sponsor.
Thank you. You too can become a sponsor on the podcast by going to patreon.com/LOLJK podcast, where you can join at many different tiers. But if you join at the $20 Sowie 2 tier, you
Trisha tier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
If
Sorry,
you
I
join the
was at
Sally 2 tier, you get a shout out on the show.
Yes.
But then, of course, if you can join us at many levels, and you can get on our Discord. You can get. Wait, what's the book thing called? Because we said it wrong last time.
Movies
and
on
gave it-
tape?
Books
Yeah,
on
we-
movies on tape.
Books on movie on tape.
Movies on
Books on
movies
movie on tape.
Movies on books on tape.
Movies on books on tape.
But movies on tape.
Almost
Done with Mario Bros.
Yeah, very excited.
Very close to the end here.
That's great.
I would hope. I feel like
Speak-
you've been doing that one forever.
I know. Well, it's because the chapters end up being so big, so I've been doing only one a week. But
Yeah.
we still also need a shipping address for the winner of the Encino Man. You know
Oh, yeah.
who you are.
Mm.
Send
Yeah.
it in. I have the book. You have until next episode, or I will give it away to someone else.
I swear
Also,
to God.
shout out for the powder video.
Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
I meant to bring
So
that up.
good.
Zombie Batman Jesus got his powder and posted a video of it on the Discord.
Should we post it on the? I should ask him.
Yeah, we can ask
I
him.
don't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to spoil it though, because the ending.
I
was-
know. He
you
posted a
can't
video of
spoil it.
receiving
Oh,
his powder
man.
video, and
It's
all
so
four of us
perfect.
thought it was like fucking amazing. It
was great.
So
Yeah.
good shout out to receiving
Well
the
done.
powder. Yeah.
Yes.
Coated in piss,
Beautiful.
as promised.
Yeah. Thank God. But yeah, you can get a lot of things, a lot of our bonus stuff, Dune commentaries, date night. And then, of course, we are also, if you join us at the Trisha tier, you can be a producer of the episode. And
One note.
You, may
you
send us
get one note per episode and a custom vanity card to be played at the end of the video by Joey. And of course, our producer for this episode is David Gray.
Yay!
Please
Don't give
send
me a
in
note.
one note.
One note. and
Don't
that's
give it to me.
Okay.
We accept. We will take your note into consideration.
I'm gonna meet up with him next week and give him his drawing.
There you go.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Cheaper than shipping it.
Oh, good call. That's a good point. We're also sponsored by.
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting for you to flip it just to make sure that I did it in the right order. I did it. The Burko's $1 billion popcorn. Once again, staying on the path of our very expensive.
How did we make expensive
How
popcorn?
much gold
Popcorn.
leaf is it?
So there is a lot.
How much? How
So,
much caviar?
It is actually not $1 billion, obviously.
Oh.
It is.
I mean, it's fucking popcorn.
It is $2,500 for a 6.5 gallon bucket.
Oh,
That's a big
gallon.
bucket.
Thank God. I thought
It
you were
is a
going to
big
say
bucket.
ounces.
That's
and I
good.
was like,
That's
what the
good
fuck?
value.
So the big thing is, so obviously it's the most expensive popcorn in the world, but it uses organic sugar, Vermont creamery butter, and then like fancy bourbon vanilla. But the biggest thing about it, for some reason, is the salt. The salt on it. There's also like gold leaf flecks,
Of course.
as well. Obviously, you
Gotta
can see
eat
it.
gold if you're rich.
But the salt is from the Danish island Leso, and according to Norse mythology, it was home to Aegir, the king of the sea, and in the feasting palace of the gods. But
Valhalla?
it's the most expensive salt in the entire world. And it's like harvested
look, I
using
guess
really weird
If
old
you're making
methods.
good popcorn, the salt is going to be
Yeah.
part of it.
but it's still salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is good salt? I feel like it's still salt.
Salt. Yeah.
I think it is where it is coming from and
But like, how does it differ
how
from
it is
normal table
made.
salt?
I don't know.
To Joey's point, doesn't
I
it
think
just
it's-
taste like salt?
I think
Can
it probably
taste
does.
saltier?
I mean, I guess it could have a little
Flavor?
a
Like
slightly
a scorpion
different
salt?
minerality to it or something, you know. But yeah, I can't imagine it's that different. But I think it's more about where it comes from, how hard it is to get, and how the process that they harvest it.
It's
Basically,
eating it gives you a boner because people can't.
Yeah,
That's what
It's
a
just
lot of this stuff is.
exclusivity.
Anyway. Yeah.
yeah,
I'll sell you a thing that there's only one of for $1 billion. You can buy it from me.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want me to put gold on it? I'll put gold on it.
I'll be honest, it looks pretty good. I mean,
There's
it's
only
caramel.
one-
It's caramel corn.
There's only
Ooh,
one
my
shit in a box
fave.
that
Yeah.
looks like this.
Well, I feel
So-
like you have to
For
do
a lot.
caramel with the gold flakes.
Yeah, it's caramel
just-
corn, and that's why it uses like sugar,
Yeah.
butter, bourbon, vanilla. So they're using that to make the caramel, obviously,
So-
and then it is salted with this fancy salt, and then it has like gold flake sprinkled over it while it's still warm. So they all have like, yeah,
Pro tip: if you go to AMC movie theaters, you can get caramel corn in the regular popcorn buckets. You can get a lot of caramel corn at AMC. I've like gotten sick from having so much caramel.
I
corn.
was gonna say we can buy. So we could actually buy some of this.
Like a taster.
Yeah, so we're talking about the 6.5 gallon bag or tin, but they also have a 16-ounce bag for 50, an 8-ounce bag for 25, and a single kernel for $5.
Oh
Oh
my
my god.
So,
It's like a real fuck you gift for someone.
yeah, so we
I got you a
could
single
yeah.
kernel of
So we
popcorn.
could invest in this with show money and try it. This is one of the few very expensive.
That's
maybe
interesting.
the only expensive thing that we have.
I think
talked
I
about.
think the show is still in the hole from whatever we.
All right, then we can't
Then we
spend
cannot
the
do
money
that
on that.
Yet.
Maybe yet. Yeah.
Yet.
Slowly working our way out of it.
Wasn't
we
that
go.
for cables or something?
I forget. Or it might have been for
Or-
the new camera setup.
Yeah,
or
We gotta be
mic
growth
arm.
mindset. Yet.
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 Yeah. We'll get back to the expensive popcorn. It feels like something we should try.
Yeah,
$25
I think that'd be pretty
Not
Maybe
that
we should
bad.
be. Maybe we should be promising people 2 notes on the producer level.
If you give me 2 notes, will you get another one?
What if we listen to one of your notes?
For $5, I'll pop you some popcorn. And you can have 2
Kim will
kernels.
send you popped popcorn,
Fully popped already.
fully popped.
with good old regular ass table salt.
Num 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 num.
Iodized or whatever they.
I mean, you could do. Kim,
do
could
kosher.
you maybe do something fancy, like with it?
I mean,
Spit
sure.
on it.
Yeah,
No,
maybe you could rub it on your arm.
Ooh.
Just
Ooh,
rub it.
my
Rub it.
armpit.
We could all
Yeah.
rub it on
Oh
ourselves.
yeah, maybe you bagpipe like a
couple
a whole,
kernels?
yeah,
like a fistful of popcorn
yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Should we
Tuck it
like
in?
wait? Should we like put it like in our sweat first and then cook it?
Oh
Should we
yeah.
use
No,
a kernel
oh, that's the
before
salt.
pre-pop.
So
Ah.
we sweat
it's
and then we
our
dry
salt.
out the sweat, and it's our salt.
Well, I feel
Yeah.
gross and hot mouth now. Anyway, next up.
You're not eating it.
It's a very old method to collect salt.
Ancient.
It's ancient.
Yeah.
1,000 years old. We're also sponsored by continuing the Arctic Air tradition.
Ooh, an Arctic Air hat.
This
fuck
is
yeah!
the Arctic Air evaporative cooling hat.
It's a swamp cooler hat.
Yeah. So you
Whoa.
basically,
Where'd I plug it
Joey,
in?
you're getting closer to Darth Vader.
I know.
it has an
It's just-
evaporative cooling liner that you basically just wet this thing
Get
down.
it wet and then you wear
And
I
it.
plop
have
it
that
on your
without
head.
the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have that
Yeah,
already.
yeah. And then you plop it on your head, and apparently, yeah, it's supposed to be 20 degrees cooler
I
than
have
the
a-
outdoor temperature.
I have one that's like a tube
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
can
Like
a
scrunch
sleeve.
up. But the thing that you do for it, and I never understood how, is you get it wet,
yeah.
you wring it out, and then you snap it like a towel.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And then it like
I remember
makes
this
it
thing.
way colder like instantly. I don't understand it.
See, now that I don't think the Arctic cooler probably does.
Well,
the
you
Arctic
can't roll
Air-
up the rim, you know.
Yeah,
to
I
win.
don't think that one probably works. But yeah, I mean,
Why
obviously
snap it
we
like a
had some
towel?
issues with the Arctic Air cooler. There
Yeah,
was an
spiders.
issue. Spiders. Spiders.
I forgot. about spider.
But there are shockingly 21 1-star reviews
Oh,
of
no.
the
Whoa.
Arctic
Hat?
Air hat.
Out of 21.
The big thing is that there may be a bit of a con going on.
Oh.
No.
Somebody's in a fake hats.
Product I received was not Arctic Air. No packaging, no label, very cheap knockoff. Local store could not have cared less about the problem. Said they
No.
have nothing to do with Walmart.com.
Well, yeah. They
Yeah.
That's interesting. So Walmart, I didn't realize this, but Walmart.com is kind of doing an Amazon thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where they're
Yeah.
letting third-party
Yep.
Yeah.
people sell shit.
Yeah.
That seems to be the main problem.
That's a problem with Amazon.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
Yeah.
like buying anything not sold by Amazon anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks. They're not. They don't care at all.
Not that Amazon. I mean, Amazon's ripping it off of other people.
1-star
anyway,
hoax. You're better off buying a straw hat. 1-star Sally.
That's it.
So-
Okay.
okay. Okay.
Sounds like a Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a bit of a
Sally.
bummer. Also 1-star from William.
What's wrong, William?
You say anything?
He
That
didn't
was
say
it.
anything. That was
Okay,
it. Just
that's it.
1-star. Yes. And then, of course...
What about the good reviews?
Oh, I
Did
already
some
closed
people
the
get
link.
the real deal?
Yeah,
late.
I think they did. I
Okay.
mean, I it seems like that there are people that genuinely loved it. The best one is, this is the best hat I've ever owned. It adjusts to your head. The hat's
A lot of
makes
hats
it
do that.
resistant to wind blowing it off. It is very comfortable and keeps my head very cool. There is knockoff version of this hat. Don't buy it. Go to this link for the right hat.
That sounds like a knockoff.
Yeah,
And
it
that
sounds
was
like-
written by The Rock.
Oh, he's an
No
honest
shit.
pitch man.
I didn't know he had time to write reviews on Walmart.com.
Yeah.
I mean,
In between his
crazy-ass
vodka or
hats.
tequila.
Shaq's not the only guy that loves a Walmart run.
Well, that's
I'm
kind of
sure.
like all he does now anyway, right? Is product placement
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Drink my shitty water, buy my dumb shoes.
Yep.
This hat works if you fill it with Zoa energy drink.
Drink Zoa.
Num 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 num.
You can be like me, The Rock.
Has anyone ever had one of those?
No,
I bet they suck.
I bet they
Oh, I
suck.
can't imagine it's any good.
It's been a really
I bet it's
long
just
time
real
since
medium.
it's been. When's the last time that anyone here has drank an energy, like an actual energy drink?
Since I changed careers, I used to, as a post producer, when I went
Yeah.
into a post house, they always had a Coke Zero and a Red Bull
yeah,
for me.
they always keep those things stocked.
Yeah. So I always had Red Bull at post house, but then when I changed to assistant, I never went anymore.
yeah. I don't know when the last time I've had like an energy drink was. They
Probably
sound-
good.
I think
don't
it was.
like-
I
I
think it
never
was.
had
I
them
think it was a
anyways.
night. One of those dumb 12-hour plus shifts I had to do,
Oh, sure.
like my first year out
Yeah.
here.
I'll fuck with the 5-hour energy still, but that's like a little shot. But like, I can't. The idea of drinking a Monster is the grossest thing that I could
It
possibly
never
think
tasted
of.
good. I didn't like the Red Bull.
Yeah, Red Bulls are also gross.
They are gross, but I kind of grew to like it.
Yes, like anything.
Yeah.
We can all get used to it. Well, we are also sponsored by. Oh, you're on the wrong
Oh.
thing, Joey. God damn it.
You want to go to the
We are supposed to be professionals.
Well, I mean, we can do that. I usually save the crisis.
was just going
corner
down
for
the line. That's
end,
next.
Well, you have the other ones that are
Let's
the.
skip it.
All
It's
right.
Well, going to be sponsored by Trucks. Drive 'em.
Beep beep.
And once again, they paid us through 2025. We are also sponsored by the sadly yellow jacketed and missing, potentially have eaten each other, former XFL team, the LA Wild Jackets. Go Jackets.
Uh-oh.
May they
Zip in peace.
arrive. May they zip in peace for all eternity.
Zip in peace.
May they be
And-
coated on the mountaintops.
Wonderful. And then in Kyle's Crisis Corner, I of course was staying at the Rhinish household while they were in cool San Diego.
Yeah, it was lovely
and
weather down
it
there.
was so fucking hot here. So fucking hot.
Yeah.
Like bad.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, is this I mean, I've experienced it, but like it's been a while. It's just like these things you're just like, is the sun closer? Like,
Yeah, welcome to
how
fucking
is it
Reseda.
closer?
It's so fucking hot here.
How can I drive 40 minutes, a half hour from my home to 40 minutes from my home,
Like
and the
35
sun
degrees.
is
20
closer?
degrees warmer. Yeah.
Insane.
It's real
how
weird.
hot it was.
Yeah.
Miserable.
I'm sorry
It's
it was
one
so
of those
hot.
things where you're just like, what? And then I was driving home this morning, and it was so hot already. And it's just like, it's Saturday and everything's so active. Everyone was like biking around and like all these
You're like, what the
parks were
fuck is
full.
wrong with you?
And I was like, it's so hot.
Yeah.
How are you wanting to do anything?
I never want to do anything.
Why are you outside?
Because it's so
There was
hot.
like some girl with like her dog and like she had a blanket and she was like clearly about to cross the street and like just lay in the grass with her blanket. I was like, it's so hot.
Yeah.
Go home.
What is wrong with you? She was like, her midriff was bare and I was like, don't do that.
Yeah. You'll get scared.
Wear a sweater.
You won't be
need
able
to
to
wear
have
long,
babies.
full sleeves, okay? I want you to live.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Idiot.
Can you imagine?
throw-
Protect yourself.
You have like a can of 100 SPF.
yes.
Take it!
Yeah.
Just go.
Can you imagine working in this garage before we had that?
Nightmare.
Oh my god.
So hot.
You need something like an Arctic Cool.
It was like, yeah,
On your
you need
head.
like an Arctic Cool, an Arctic Air.
Yeah, an
Some
Arctic
sort of
Air.
hat,
of
some
some
sort of hat
kind.
cooling device.
But the real one, not the knockoff one.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's when I
Yeah,
had the
yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
No spiders.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
There's spiders out here, but not
Yeah,
in the
but
fan.
not
Oh,
in the
yeah.
fan.
Yeah, not in
and not
that.
black mold.
No.
Right.
But yeah, so it was, but most of the week it was okay. But then like the back half of this week, I was like, fuck me.
getting
It
warm
is
this week.
fucking hot.
Part of the problem we probably should have told you is that the thermostat is one of the learning ones.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, no one's here. I'm going to go to eco.
Yeah.
And you're just like in the family room.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're
When,
like,
like,
it's too hot.
Everyone also knows
It never got too
that the
bad,
way
didn't
that you actually save the most energy is to always leave it set low. Because if you turn it off,
Then
it
you
gets
have to
so
spin
hot,
back
it
up.
has to work really hard to cool it off again.
Yeah.
It's like a known thing. You'll save more money, you'll spend less energy if you just leave it set consistent.
Yeah.
You don't do this back and forth shit.
Yeah.
But the thermostat's literally eco mode where it just turns itself fucking off.
It sets each degree the range. It sets it like 10 degrees
Yeah.
further in each direction.
Yeah.
And then if you walk by it to go piss in the bathroom in the hallway, it's like, oh, someone's here, and it turns on for an hour.
Yeah.
So because I've been at home now for 2 fucking years without an office,
Yeah.
it's like at least once a day I'm like, I'm fucking hot.
You need
Yeah.
to have, you need to have like a you should get like a train and just have it go back and forth in front of it,
yeah,
like, so
that'd be
every like
nice.
10 minutes it like does a full loop and like and then if it needs like a bigger thing you do the Home Alone thing, you get the
you
standee,
put a standee
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
and then it has goes by. That's all you need.
I wish I could just tell it to stop doing that.
You can.
Can you?
It's probably an
Yeah.
app. Is it an app?
It's
probably an
It's
app.
Nest.
Is it an app? Is it an app?
It's an
It's
app.
It's an app.
Probably you do.
I
What do
just
they
have
do?
an
Make cars? Probably.
Probably. It'll cut your finger off.
It's got to be called like a normal everyday thing, but with no vowels.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, hopefully it was
like vroom.
you know.
It's VRM.
not
Kerr.
super terrible.
Oh no, it was fine inside. It just
yeah,
was so
Oh, I got the new
oppressively
Kerr.
warm outdoors.
My-
Anytime I went outside, I was like, "Why?"
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't go outside. Like, there's about 5 months of the year I will go outside and like sit in the front yard when the boys are outside or whatever. But then it hits a certain point, and I can't go out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
terrible.
It
We're done
actually
now.
feels like harder to breathe.
Yeah.
It's oppressive.
Don't worry, those 5 months are going to be a lot shorter.
But we've got our.
Yeah.
Well, we've
That's
got
Why do you think
our-
we could afford this house?
It's
Kyle?
going down. It's going down to 4 months.
We've got our
soon.
sweet new pool though.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I hopped in there
Nice.
on Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celebrated the way that
Fill
I-
it with Marg.
Wait, you guys
Yeah.
get a pool?
No.
It's like a little above ground one for the boys.
Oh,
Like,
one of those guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's like
like
not a
It's-
kid.
like
Like the one,
30
like the one
it's
that like
30
Nick,
inches
like
deep.
one that like Nick has, like that kind of.
Yes.
Like,
it's,
kinda like
it's
that.
slightly bigger than that, but
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
it's basically that.
grown
Nick's is-
adults.
Nick's
you
is
you
bigger.
could get a good 3 or 4 grown adults in
okay.
there.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
hot
Yeah.
tub
good.
size, but above ground
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah, yeah, kind of.
It was good.
Kind of. Yeah.
It was good. I floated
I've
around.
gotten very close.
Oh well,
Go-
now that it's fucking 100 degrees every day, I'm gonna be hopping in that shit.
Well, we got home, and it was 3 or whatever, and we told the boys, like, we just had a week of vacation, and we just drove all day, like, we're not going to do anything. And they immediately went outside, and Kim and I are both sitting on the couch going, why are they out there?
It's so fucking hot.
I don't understand.
Because they've grown up in it.
I know.
This is all they know.
Yeah, they
I
live.
know.
This is
They
the thing.
live
I
this
told
shit.
Teddy it was like it was hot today, and we were out in our front yard. Gets wonderful shade in the evening.
Yeah.
Great shade, except for like there's like this one patch of sunlight. And Teddy's like, "Can we go for a walk on the path or whatever?" And both Kirsten and I are like, "No, the sun's out and it's hot." And he's like, no, it's not. I'm like, go stand over there in that sun patch
Yeah.
and feel it. And he walks over there and he's just like, makes a face and comes back and he's like, was it hot? And he goes, no. And I'm like, shut up. Yeah, we're not going.
As he
of course it's
flinches
hot.
from the sun.
Yes. Yeah. He like made a face when he got in there. Well, the first time he kind of went to the edge of it where you could like look at it, but he was clearly in the shade.
Yeah.
And then like, no,
that
stand.
didn't
I was like,
count,
yeah,
bud.
like go stand on the brick.
Feel the
And
sensation.
he goes and he like made a face and I'm like, it's
And
hot,
you're
right?
still in AC
No.
right now. You go out there, you got nothing.
But that was
They
that
were
was outside.
outside.
That was
Oh,
outside.
okay.
Yeah. But
I still yell at him anyway.
Yeah.
Take that.
I guess because you are inside at that point in time.
That's right. Yeah.
You
like,
just
I can't-
crack the window to yell at them.
I
Yes.
can't believe you went outside to teach a lesson, Howard.
Truly amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
All right. Well,
I heard it tapering. I was waiting for Kyle to go, we did it.
Kim's a little.
yep.
Did you start to panic when it
Guys,
got
was
quiet?
that a
Like,
perfect ending?
I think that would have been the ending.
It would have been.
I
mean,
we can
it's
still
still
make
the
it the
ending.
ending.
Go.
No, it's just
Go
forced now.
time.
All right. Thank you all for listening to another episode of LOLJK. Again, you can find our patreon.com/LOLJK podcast. You can also sign up for free and
It's
get
true.
movies on tape,
Yes.
which is what it's called.
It was not called that. It was
Movies
it
on
was
Books
it
on
was
Tape.
movies on books on tape.
As the person who records it and posts it every episode, it's called and has always been called movies on tape.
I don't think that's ever been one. I think
Sure.
Feels like a gaslighting, but
We are almost
pretty
through Mario
sure.
Bros. And heading soon into Ace Ventura. You're going to want to stick around
Detective.
for the junior novelization of the comedy Ace Ventura, featuring a tuckback.
I was gonna say we already looked at that, didn't we?
Yes.
This
we
came
did.
up. Okay.
Went
okay.
off air.
Yeah.
Yeah. They handle it about as good as they possibly could
Absolutely.
by ignoring it completely.
Perfect.
Yep.
So stick
They did
around, yeah, for all the like sex jokes and stuff that as a kid I didn't understand,
Yep.
but it was like he makes a funny face a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does.
the scene,
He's talking through his butt.
Pretty funny.
He's making his butt talk.
the scene with him in the insane asylum with the tutu,
Yeah.
probably not okay.
Probably not.
Very
Oh,
funny.
Certainly not.
Yeah.
We were walking back to the house the other day to use the bathroom, and we were talking about if you hold your pee too long, it causing you infection or something.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother was like, "What movie was that?" And I was like, "Liar, liar."
Oh
Or Jim
yeah, it
Carrey
has to
says,
be.
and the judge is like, "Is that true?" It has to be, because he can't tell a lie. So like, yeah, better go to the bathroom.
Amazing.
Had to walk back to the
That's
house.
prime Jim Carrey era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
truly.
good.
But thank you all again. We'll see you next time. I've been Joy Reinish.
Comic Guy.
I'm Kim.
I'm Brian.
Goodbye.
Bye.